difference and similarities also. A great Prabhanjan, one of the writers from Pondicherry who got Sahitya Academy and has written Vanam Vasapudum, Beyond the Sky, was a novel which procured him the Sahitya Academy Award. So that his death was celebrated, not celebrated, I mean the government of Puducherry has given very good honor to his death initiatives. So he got the Sahitya Academy Award by writing his novel at the experiences of French regime done here during 1740 to 1750. During that time, Dupleix was the governor here. For him, there was a Dubash in the name of Rangapillai. He has written diaries for 25 years. Previously, there was no such literature writing diary, even though a king or a governor or any administrator has written. But Rangapillai was the Dubashi during that time, especially for Dupleix and his wife. Yes, he used to write every day the diary. For 20 years he has written. On the basis of the diary only, Prabhanjan had written the novel in the name of Beyond the Sky, that is Vanam Vasapudum in Tamil, and he got the Sahitya Academy Award. That is the literary background of Puducherry. It was the influence of French regime for the 250 years. However, he has written only for 25 years. Thereafter, his successors have written diaries by which also some literatures have been written. But Rangapillai was the main person who has written the diary on the basis of which a literature was written by which he got the Sahitya Academy Award. Similarly, in France there was many French literary people were there, especially Maupassant, Victor Hugo, Romain Rolland. Here you would have witnessed a library is there in the named after by Romain Rolland. Romain Rolland was influenced by Gandhian thought. Romain Rolland, while he was in France, he was visited by Gandhiji, was visited by Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So he was influenced, that is, Gandhiji influenced Romain Rolland so that Romain Rolland has written a book on that is Ahimsa. Also he has written about Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So these are all the influences because of Indian leaders. He has Romain Rolland, who belongs to writer belongs to France. He has written in such a way. Not only that, while the French and British ruled here in India, especially our great epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ramayana you know very well. Rama was the hero. Sita was the heroine. Rama was sent to forest because of the boon his mother got from his father. So the epic very well. It was influenced, the Mahabharata and Ramayana, it was very big epic, both more than 1,000 pages. But they were influenced by, they were influenced French writers, and they have written about Ramayana and Mahabharata also. These are all the literary perspectives which are prevailing in between France and Pondicherry. Not only that, many similarities are also there. Before Sangam age, that is before 3 BC, we had Sangam literature called natural literature. We had about our love and war. Similarly, in France, in 16th, 17th century, they were under the influence of Christianity. That too, the Gurumas of Christian community, they were unable to write such novels or short stories or literatures. But after French Revolution only, they come forward to write about the people, pretty ordinary people of the society, French society. Similarly, here in 20th century, before 20th century, that is before Mahakavi Bharatidasan, only literature prevailing about the kings, about the greatest leaders, about the caste leaders. But after 20th century, that is after the entry of Mahakavi Bharati only, Bharati has written about pretty ordinary people, that is Dalit women, Dalit male persons, working community, and pretty ordinary person they used to write. Not only that, for the welfare of the people and for the independent India also. So the similarities are there in literary perspective in France and Tamil Nadu and India also. Not only Mahatma Gandhi and Paramahansa influenced French writers. She was Rabindranath Tagore also was influenced by French writers, especially Roman Roland got his Nobel Prize in 1914, whereas our Rabindranath Tagore got his Nobel Prize in 1915. So there are a lot of similarities between between India and France in respect of literature. So we have to come to a conclusion that there are a lot of similarities and the differences between France and India, especially Puducherry, where in Puducherry we are talking in Tamil language, but whereas now also around 6,500 French citizens are living in Pondicherry, and whole in South India there are 7,500 French citizens are there still now, and even now the French citizens who are in Pondicherry are voting, are having voting right, are voting to elect a member, a council member in France. That is very important. It was the certain influence of French language and French regime here. And finally, I would like to conclude with this. In India, around 27,000 people are ready to go through, learn French language by going France. So, and next year in India and France, there is a memorandum of understanding that 25,000 people from India go to France for the cultural exchange and educational exchange, by which new literature will flourish in French and in Tamil and in English also. Thank you one and all. Thank you so much for the great opportunity. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry to interrupt with permission to the chairperson.